Hi, it's Jess here from Nigezza.co.uk. Thanks for joining me today. So recently I shared with you the swaps that I got from a recent team event that I went on. And today I'm going to show you the projects that I made. It's very unusual for me to actually complete as many projects as I actually did. So this is the first thing that I completed. Michelle asked my Upline's Upline, who ran the event, makes some lovely little mini albums. So I've made a few of hers at different events, and so this was another one that she designed, and it's using the long envelopes. I'm trying to have a look now. I thought I had some. Yeah, I do. So it's these envelopes here, Slimline Envelopes. You get 50. I need to put my glasses on. Nothing unusual there. 15 in a packet, and you get the soft succulent. So you get 5 of those, 5 grey ones, and 5 white ones. And that is the basis of this mini album. So so yeah, it was we had different colour, we had a pack, and so my pack had the grey envelopes in it, and we had different types of cardstock, and we had this lovely paper to use. I changed mine up a little bit in that I used the different side, and we got to use this lovely bundle here with these letters and the little stamp set, and I was delighted. I'm just trying to find the catalogue now. I was absolutely delighted to see what it was like and how easy it was to use, because I was, thinking about getting it. So it's a punch bundle. Let me just look in the catalogue. If you go to the back, you've got all the bundles. There it is. So it's Alpha Best bundle, £31.50 for the stamp set and the punch. We go to page 115 here. So you've got, it's all in lowercase, so you've got all the alphabet, you've got numbers 1 to 9 plus 0, and then you've got the option of doing little backgrounds as well. You've got letters with accents and things, so you can do French and other languages that have accents on their letters. I was never very good at languages. And you've got hashtags and ats and brackets and, all sorts. So you can do lots and lots of messages. They are photopolymer, so you can see through it. So it was easy to line up the letters inside the frame. So when you get the frame, there's 2 types of frames. I went for this one. I was really happy with how it turned out, and I wasn't sure how diddy it was, but that's quite diddy. You see my fingernail there? It's quite diddy. Let's just get a ruler, Jez. Let's just get a ruler. It is 3/4 of an inch, or just over 2 centimeters that way. Let's call it 1/2 inch, or 1 and it's not 1 1/4 centimeters, something like that. So they're real diddy. So they're perfect for scrapbooking, for titles on a page. Don't take up that much room. Other wonderful ideas here of using it as well. So it was nice to get a chance to see that in action. So yeah, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we had 5 envelopes. So you can make 3 of these out of the packet of envelopes, obviously in a different colour. And then inside each of the envelopes is a bit of cardstock, and these are some border dies. Can't remember what they're called. I'm not going to get the catalogue out again. And that just makes a cute little end. And I cut all the flaps off, but you know, you can then see that pretty pattern down there. So it's cool. So you've got those mats there, and you've got the back of the envelope, and you've got this bit here. So on the sample they all used the flower side, but I kind of alternated because I thought that was quite nice, alternating between the flower and the plain. And then this lovely ribbon. Michelle's design was to cut a little notch in here and wrap the ribbon around there, but I liked it the way it was, so I like that. I will fill that with something. Memories, generally what you do. So that was that. And then this was Michelle's other design. Different people designed different projects, but Michelle designed 2. And I again did this slightly different in that Michelle coloured these in. I didn't. And then you pull this and it flips and you get sticky uppy butterflies. And how cool is that? Now I looked at that and I looked at the instructions. They were written instructions, not you know, not a tutorial to follow. And I just went, that's just playing havoc with my brain. I can't do that. I won't be making that one. And my friend Jill made her own version. And then on the Sunday morning, I just thought, actually, you know, I am going to make it. And it's very cool. And I like it. I finished it off when I got home because I wasn't sure on the sentiment I wanted to use. But in the end, I went with sentiment from whatever this set is. I'm looking on my shelf to see if I can see it. It's brand new to me. Happiness Abounds. So that's what I used. So, yeah, liking that. And then we had some sort of technique showcases that we went along to. So I did I do 2 on the Saturday and 3 on the Sunday? Either that or the other way around. So we had 5 of them. So that kind of guaranteed that we were going to do 5 projects. So I haven't put a sentiment on this one. I've left it because if sometimes we need cards and it's like, have you got a card for such and such? So I thought I'll leave it blank and then I'll stamp it for the right occasion. So the technique we were learning here was partial die cutting. So we've partially die cut a circle and this coming out of it, which dead clever. Really like that. Thought that was a super idea, which I will do again. Then we had this lovely card. This was demonstrating masking. So this was Kate Bolt did this one. I forget the name of who did the other one. So this is the masking sheets that Stampin' Up have brought out. And I can't find the flower, but there it is. So Kate did these for us to save time. But she stamped the floral image onto here and die cut it out. That'll be that side, Jez. And die cut it out. And then, of course, die cuts always leave a border. So we were then instructed to sort of trim a bit more. And then that is sticky. And that allows you to sort of mask and stamp, which is how we got that effect of different flowers behind. So I put it on there and then I was able to stamp a leaf there, stamp another flower there, stamp one up there. So and did the same on the other side, and then did some random stamping on this nice little pop-up card, and then can you see stamped on the inside as well, which I thought was very cool, that the inside of the box is stamped on. I'm going to have to put something on the back now to write a message. But like the other one, I didn't do a sentiment whilst I was there. I did it when I got home, and I've used some dies from the Christmas catalogue. So in the Snowflake Flurry, probably not even called Snowflake Flurry, Jez, it's called Frosted Flurry. You've got these two label dies. So I stamped, and then I shortened that one, and then I used the other one to go behind, which I thought was very cool. It's the same dies I used on the first card, the pop-up card. So yeah, quite like how that turned out. Actually, I can see me using that label quite often. When Kate made it, she did actually put this beautiful ribbon around it to sort of tie it to make it extra special. But I was like, I really like that ribbon, and I didn't want to use it. I wanted to hold it. So yeah, very happy with that. Love the subtle colours of it. I could have left one of these blank for writing on. Chose not to. I'll write on the back. Oh, and then we stamped the envelope. Never have a naked envelope was a mantra that was going through. So then we have this card, and this was a lovely technique that was taught us by Crunchy Crafts, Lisa Cornwall, that was it. And what we've done here is used a technique with bleach. So we stamped on the cardstock, and then we painted bleach on it, and it kind of, well, it bleached the cardstock, so you got that quite cool effect. I've overdone it in places. You need to be quite gentle, but it was the first time I've done it, and I thought it was pretty cool. So I'll have another go at that. I waited till I got home to put the sentiment. This was the sentiment that was sort of designed to go on it, and I wanted to cover up a bit more of mistakes, to be honest. I didn't like some of me stamping, so I wanted a little bit of a bigger one to go there. So that was cool, liked that. And then we had this. I've put it back in this to protect it. So this is the linen paper, which is not really linen paper at all. It is like fabric that's sticky on the other side, and so we've wrapped it round the white card that you get in DSP. We cut it down two thicknesses, and then wrapped it round, and then sort of blended on some ink on there to give it a little bit of colour. Takes ink really well, and thought that was really cute. And then you've got a little easel there for it to stand on. So quite like that. I'm going to stand that up actually in my craft room, and then we just did a bit of stamping on the back, so you could give this as a bit of a different sort of card. So quite like that. That was a cool idea, that. And then it's still in its plastic. Let's get it out of its plastic. This, I love this. Love it, love it, love it. I need to put a mat on the inside. So this is, we used watercolour paper for this, and we used a salad spinner, believe it or not. So I am off to source myself a salad spinner. I'm waiting on a parcel delivery. As soon as that comes, I'm out of here. And just amazing. Never know what you're going to get out of this. Felt this was a little bit like a galaxy. Did a bit of speckling in white. So follow your own star, I felt was an appropriate sentiment to go on this sort of galaxy inspired card. Absolutely love that. I was going to give this away, but I like it so much I'm going to keep it. It's going in my craft room as a bit of a picture, so I actually don't need to line it. I'm probably going to frame it. I love it. So that was that one. And then we took a class with the lovely Heidi, Flutter by Heidi. And Heidi does amazing fun folds. She did have 3 things for us to do. I only made one of them. That was as much as my brain could cope with, because this was really the graveyard shift. This was right at the end of the weekend. I was delighted to be able to see what this paper was like, because I've been coveting it. And it's wait for it. Whoa! How clever! How clever! Sometimes it gets a little bit caught when you go in, but how clever is that? So I'm going to write my message on here. I know who's getting this for their birthday, and it's just great. I absolutely loved that one. And let me just show you the other sheets of paper. So we've got got 4 sheets. So that's just the rest of that last bit there. There's no photos of the projects that we were going to make, but we've got links to do them. So this was, and we did laugh. So this was the this sheet. This is what I've got left of it after making this card. Me and Jill were sat next to each other and reading the instruction, cut our card front bit for this. And then I looked across at her, well, she was sat next to me, and I went, I cannot believe this. Out of an entire 12 by 12 sheet, we had literally cut the identical rectangle for the front of our card. And we had joked about the fact that we were a bit like Ant or Dec, you know, which one's Jill and which one's Jez. And I went, literally, that is just proved we are the same person. We could have chosen this for the card front, that for the card front, you know, sort of so many areas on the paper would have been beautiful for the card front, and we chose the same one. I was amazed. Absolutely, totally amazed at that. So, so yeah, thought I'd share that. So that's beautiful, and that's the other side. So I'm going to make a couple more cards out of that bit because I like that. Then we've got the Bermuda Bay, which again's got these lovely, and I think it's very similar to the one in Sun Prints, which is like the blues. So that's great. We were supposed to make a box out of that, which looked so pretty. This is probably never going to get cut up. It's Blackberry Bliss. It is my favourite. There was a stunning card made out of this, but I'm just going to be looking at that and stroking it. How gorgeous is that? And then there's the Evening Evergreen, quite plain on that side. I'm very, very busy on that side. So this is beautiful paper. So I was very pleased to get some of that. And my delivery is some new 12 by 12 paper storage, which needs to hurry up and come because I need to put it away. So yeah, so that was what I made. So I did 1, 2, ooh, dropping. It was just the excitement of the fact that I made so many. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 actually. Oh, I was telling people 7. Made 8 projects in the weekend. And I just had that to finish, that to finish, that to finish, and that's for. So just the sentiments of these to finish. When I got back, well, on this one I did the sentiment. I put those die cuts on, stamped on these, and did that to finish. So I had a little bit more to finish on that one. That's upside down. But yeah, how fab's that? So yeah, I'll have pictures over on nigezza.co.uk, and I'll link to all the products. So if you wish to purchase anyone, any of them, you can pop along to my shop and grab them. Okay, bye for now. Don't forget to like and subscribe.